Okay, continuing on with the bookshelf tour and the shaky hands, we have the second bookcase, which is actually the first bookcase that was in this room. This is what I refer to, like I said, the grand bookcase. It is just slightly like a shelf taller than all the other ones, and it just looks very imposing and beautiful. So at the top we have this beautiful wood kind of ornament. It's an ayat, a verse of the Quran, and it's one of my favourite verses, and it just sits at the top. I don't have a lot of Islamic art, but I do have this. And then we have underneath that, directly underneath, we have my more Islamic literature, which kind of continues on the previous shelf. But this is more kind of I don't really know how to kind of like non-fiction, and also a lot of my Qurans are here, kind of both in the English and the Arabic and in Urdu mixed, and some studies that I did along here. And also one of my smallest books that I own is like a mini Quran. If I can show you, like, it's very, very small. If the camera focuses on my hands, sorry, I have to do this one-handed, but it's like it's actually a Quran, but it's very small. If I can get it to open, it won't focus, but yeah, it just sits up here. And then we move on to this bookshelf, which is all of my kind of, not all of, but some of the books that I studied in first year in university. So I studied quite a few books, and these are some of them. These kind of tell the story of my education. So we start off in secondary school, moving up to college, moving up to the first year of university, and yeah, it kind of tells the story of that. Obviously, oh my god, I couldn't tell you a favourite book on here, but some books that blew my mind, kind of opened my eyes when I began studying, was obviously Macbeth, because that was the first introduction to Shakespeare. Hamlet, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, kind of both tragedies, and both that just, I fell in love with Hardy's writing. I mean, I fell in love with his writing in poetry, but here, so we have a very, very worn copy of these two. And then at university, Paradise Lost. I loved Montaigne's essays. These were the essays originated, the form of the essay. Edmund Spenser, this book was hefty and very long to get through, but again, talent. Yeah, Paradise Lost is just, I wrote my dissertation on it, and I can't seem to kind of forget about it, or like figure it out even. And I'm not saying that very eloquently, but yeah, it's just one of those books and poems. And The Man Died by Wallace Soyinka, I had to buy the physical copy. I read it in the library, but it just left such an impact when he was kind of describing the absolute privilege and pleasure of a blank piece of paper, and I just had to buy this book. And then we have my Hot Wheel cars from when I was a young girl. I used to collect them. And we have more coins. I think these are Dickens, Sherlock Holmes. And then we move on to my Reader's Digest books. So this begins the collection. We have Messi here. This I got on my travels in Jordan, and he just sits there. Occasionally he moves around. We have some books about books. Ex Libri, which is a collection of bookish essays, and it just feels like a warm hug to any book lover. I highly recommend. And then yeah, I haven't read a lot of these, so I need to get through them. Vita Nostra, which I was thinking about the other day, and I still don't know what that book is about. It's just an absolute, like, just confuses your brain so much. I read it from another booktuber's recommendation. Do not regret it at all. And then we have my coin kind of piggy bank thing, but not in the shape of a pig, obviously. It's a shape in an open book, and my bee who looks after it. And then we have these two drawers, and we have a little love heart on, and then this is kind of I don't want to show you the photos, so I have to be careful. But these are like all of my childhood books, and then there are photos up there, but I'm going to leave them out. So Harry Potter, Victoria Aveyard, Jacqueline Wilson, Roald Dahl, Jeff Kinney, the Horrid Henry books, just here, oh my finger, here, Duck Diary, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and some other ones, and an apple box, because you know you can't throw apple boxes away. And then up here we have my kind of CDs, Michael Morpurgo, oh you can just get a photo there, some DVDs, did I just say that, and a little kind of, oops, a little collage of all of these posters and prints that I have going on. I loved Victoria Aveyard. I went to see her, so these books are signed, which gives me immense joy to say. I do have a bit of John Green. I wasn't absolutely in love with him. I remember the booktube community was in love with him, but I did enjoy his books. And then we have this beautiful pen pot which my mum gave me, and then I actually really liked Marilu, the author of the Legend series, and the Warcross duology, so she's hidden at the back here, but I don't own a lot of the YA books because I used to read them in the library a lot, so these are just some. I think Roald Dahl was really big for me. I loved Matilda and the Witches, and we used to read the books in school, so they're there. But yeah, this is the final look on this shelf, and if you were fast enough you could probably see some photos. Yeah, and that's it, concluded. Thank you.